Hey, good morning, Dream Sensation. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Okay, let's see what you said. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Mm-hmm. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's see something. Good morning, good morning. I know some of y'all are probably out and about. Told y'all I would go live. It is hot, 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 hot out here. And I got my hat on. Yes, I do. I'm keeping the sun off my face. So, when y'all out here doing this walk, depending on what time y'all do it, if you out here during the daytime or in the morning and it's hot, make sure y'all do some put that what is this, suntan lotion. They playing my listen to my song, and make sure y'all protect it. Me, I got a bunch of hats that I'll put on. Yeah, I put my hats on. I wasn't wearing them at first, but I decided, hey, good morning, foot soldier. Good morning, good morning. At first, I wasn't wearing them. And then I say, oh, what the world? When we started putting them on, and the face started getting darker, and I was like, oh no, can't do that. But it is definitely hot out here. Hey, aim at myself. How you doing, beautiful? How are you doing? Hey, did y'all hear about that raid in Mississippi where they arrested 600 immigrants? I find that kind of ironic. That's good. Yeah, you do have to protect yourself. I find that kind of ironic. Yeah, it was 680 immigrants in Mississippi that was arrested, and they took them to the military and held them there for processing. But this is what I find real ironic, right? Because the meat plant, that chicken plant that they was arrested out of, is one of 5 largest chicken plant in the nation. It's one of 5. It's one of 5 of the largest. So, yeah, exactly. My thoughts exactly. And that's not, their plant is not the only one that has gotten raided. They had over, good morning, Beverly, beautiful. How you doing? Now, they're raiding all these chicken plants in the nation, but they had over 600 ICE agents that surrounded this plant, arresting these immigrants. Now, this is how they tied government, kind of funny. They tied that shooting that took place in El Paso, because this guy, and I quote, and I quote, wrote online a hate speech, Hispanic invasion, saying Democrats are using open borders and free health cure for illegals to attract new voters and all that other blah 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 stuff that he was saying, right? So that is the basis bottom line of that online document that he had put up, which is what geared towards, well, it's been a process to do this raid. Wow, for months now. So I guess it just sped up the process once that shooting took place. But I got a problem with this. Sweet Pea in here. I don't see Sweet Pea. I don't see Sweet Pea, so Sweet Pea must have me blocked. She ain't here chatting. But anyway, I find that very ironic. 680 immigrants was, oh, okay. I find it very ironic that they arrested all these people and said this will disrupt their operation. But if they was all illegal immigrants, what was going on with the actual citizens who was unemployed, who could have had those jobs? The operation wouldn't have been disrupted had they had those jobs in the first place. I'm not understanding the thought process, but they say they are part of the E-Verify system when it comes to new hire of immigrants. Something else going on. Exactly. In many of those plants, but it's one of 5 largest in the nation. So why do you have 680 people that's unemployed that could have had those jobs? I'm not understanding the legal. I'm not understanding it. They could have had those jobs. That's crazy. That's real crazy. Who does that? I don't know. Maybe it's me. Maybe I missed something. But, or maybe I'm looking too deep into it. Exactly. Because there's no way in the world something like that should have happened. The last time a raid like that happened was 2008 under the Bush administration, when they raided and they arrested 500. But that's just not the only plant that they're doing that arrest at. They're doing it at all of them. So they saying they violating their rights. Well, was the rights of those who was capable and legal to work there? Was their rights violated? Good question. So now, if you see a slow production of chicken in the store, you know why. If you're not able to go to KFC and get your barnyard cluck, you'll know why. Production real slow, y'all. Production is real slow. All right? Your production is real slow. Because operation didn't have to be disrupted for you to get your barnyard cluck. And I feel real bad for those of y'all that can't get y'all barnyard cluck. Now, I probably would have been upset about my barnyard cluck, but being that today start my first day of being a pescatarian, production in the fish category is still at an all-time high. Okay? God, why is you coming down the sidewalk like this? So, I don't mean to be funny, and that's not really a laughing matter, but y'all may want to watch what you're eating, because you might not be eating chicken. I'm just saying. But then, I was reading another interesting article, right? Where this baby mom, make sure I get it right. Exactly. Make sure I get this one right. This baby mom, 4-year-old to be exact, she was visited. She had her turn to come up on her visitation right to see her baby. And in the midst of her seeing her baby, she decided to leave the state of North Carolina, and she did not get permission. She took her daughter out of the state, traveled to New Jersey and Louisiana. She was taken into custody in Louisiana, but her daughter wasn't with her. They found her daughter in Texas with a pimp, an associate of a pimp, or a family member of a pimp during a human trafficking ring with other children. This is the issue I have with this. When they realized the baby was gone, not one Amber Alert went out here or statewide, nationwide on this baby. Why? Don't know. But they did charge the mama with prostitution, theft under $1,000, because she had a warrant out of state. But they never charged her with kidnapping, endangerment of a child, none of that. And what if they wouldn't have found that little girl, but she was caught in a human trafficking ring with a pimp? Crazy, ain't it? People be doing the most around here. Some people shouldn't even have children. Some people really shouldn't have kids. Then you got another one. You got another one, right? Where they had a 5-year-old who went missing in South Carolina. But her mom was killed and her body was found. The guy by the name of Devontae Maurice Johnson was seen fleeing the scene. They later found him at a nearby neighbor's house, and they brought him in for questioning where he sat. I know, right? All of them. They later found him at a nearby neighbor's house, arrested him, brought him in for questioning, where he later confessed that he killed the mother, and also the mother named Sheree. He said he killed her and he killed the little girl, Neville, and gave them possible information on her location, right? So they're following up on his location tips. But the issue with this is South Carolina law enforcement did not call an Amber Alert on this because Neville was not abducted. And they took into other factors and considered that she did not fit the criteria for an Amber Alert. But yet and still, they have not found her body. And they went off of his words that he killed her. I know, right? I know. But they went off of his words. But they're diligently looking for her. Yeah. So if they diligently looking for her, she don't fit the criteria for an Amber Alert, right? At what point in time would you consider an Amber Alert? At what point in time would you consider the help of the public? Because chances are, this baby may not even be dead. I'm just saying. This baby may not even be dead. You're going off the word of him. With South Carolina also being one of a major hub for child trafficking. Why haven't an Amber Alert been called? These people be doing the most around here. They truly be doing the most. But because he did admit that he killed the mother, and he did admit that he killed the little girl, she didn't fit none of those criteria. He probably could have just admitted that so that they don't put up an Amber Alert. Who knows? It's all kind of possibilities. You just don't take one into consideration and rule out everything else. You would think they sit and look at some of these other states and the mistakes that they have made and say, all right, we need to take everything into consideration. There's so much going on around. Sometimes you just need to invent your own island and just go over there when you ain't got to worry about no unnecessary crimes. Just put an island out there in the middle of nowhere where nobody is, no GPS, no grid coordinates, no nothing. Nobody can't even get to you. You ain't got to worry about chickens being obsolete. You can live off berries and fish. Yeah, I did say that. That didn't sound right. Oh no. Who knows? Who really knows? But y'all know, with everything going on here on the YouTube street, sometimes you just gotta get away and look at the news sometimes. I don't even look at it. That's what's up. That's what's up, Beverly. That's what's up. Sometimes you gotta look at the news. I'd rather read it than to look at it. I'd rather read it. Them with all their typos and recorrections and all. I'd rather read it than to look at it. What's going on? Alice Beautiful and Liz Lyon, what's going on? What's going on? I'd rather look at it. You see I'm out here in this hot sun. Getting my walks in this morning. What? Not this Monday coming up, but the following Monday. Woo, my walk's gonna be. No, just Tuesday and Thursday. Yeah, Tuesday and Thursday. My walks will be regular Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Tuesday and Thursday, I think my walks is going to be way early in the morning. Because I got classes early. And then I got a break in between that. Then I got to be back to class from 4 to 8:50. And then Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, my class don't start till what? I think it's what, 6 to 9? Yeah, 6 to 9. So, yeah. Yep. So I'll be on regular schedule those days. No, Monday and Wednesday classes. Oh God. 6 to 9. Yeah, 6 to 9. Well, actually 5:50 to 9. So, yep. It is what it is. Make sure y'all get out there, y'all hydrate. Probably get out there in the morning for those that's early in the morning. Walkers. It was lightning and the sky was iffy this morning. So I was gonna see, was it gonna pour down? And then all of a sudden the sun came out. And once the sun came out, I said, oh Lord, I hate this weather here. So yeah, it had a little thunder and stuff. And it never did happen. So I said, well, let me go ahead and do what I gotta do. At first, we had to be concerned with other people harming our children. Now it's some parents harming their own. Exactly. Exactly. What's going on, Augustus Love? How you doing? How you doing? Exactly. You do have to worry about, other people harming, your children. And now you have to worry about the parents harming their children. That's just like this one daycare um, that, and I actually got that, where this daycare done been under many names when it came to caring of kids. Come on now. That's crazy. And that mother was mad because her baby was harmed inside. But this daycare was already had been in trouble before because some employees was arrested because they locked the daycare up and left the baby inside, and the mom came to pick up the baby, but the daycare was locked up. And when she called the police, I'm like, let me tell you something. I would have lost my mind. But this lady all in the news talking about this mother for this other issue with her child, trying to ruin her daycare business name, and her daycare is not like that, and and no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, lady. But at the end of the day, your license getting pulled, and come to find out, they never had CPR license, nor been trained. Who does that? No. I had a soldier. She was an E5, and this happened here on Fort Bragg a few years ago. her and her husband had been trying for another baby, and this is every time she got pregnant, she was losing the baby. So they told her she wasn't gonna be able to have no more kids. So when she found out she was pregnant, she was actually happy. But she was a real bad diabetic. So she was very high risk and stuff. I remember when she had the baby, her husband came back from deployment, and they were so happy. I remember we gave her the biggest baby shower, all that stuff and everything. And when she finally came back to work, she had her baby going over here to this daycare on post. So I don't even think the baby had been at daycare that long. She got a call. And when she got that call, they was like, something wrong with your baby. And she went up there. And when they took the baby to the hospital, the baby was on the ventilator. And she had to wait till her husband fly back in because he was on deployment. So when we got the call, we was on the job. I remember me and my girl Pritchard, all of us, we went up there to Womack. And her husband, them, they decided to go ahead and take the baby off the ventilator. And they said their goodbyes and stuff. Well, anyway, what happened was they laid the baby on the stomach on the plastic, on a baby plastic mat. And the baby had stopped breathing. For years, she had been suing up there at that daycare on post. That judge had ruled the daycare was not at fault. She lost her baby. Not one supervisor was in sight. Not one. She ended up getting out after that. They still stay around here. Actually, they stay like further out. They got a real beautiful, beautiful big farm. Real beautiful. But it's the ideal to know you go drop your child off at this daycare center that morning, and you get that call around by lunchtime, and your child going to the hospital. In less than a week, you pulling your baby off a ventilator, and you got to say your final goodbyes. No. I think that was the turning point for her when she sat there and said she was getting out. That was the turning point for her. Her husband, he stayed on the end, and he ended up retiring. I want to say either last year or this year. I think he retired this year. This year he's retiring. But no. That's crazy. You know, so yeah, you got to be careful who you entrust your child with, but also, what Karen at? You know what? While I was talking about you yesterday, Miss Karen, I sure was talking about you and your home. Y'all, if y'all don't know, we're gonna be talking about some home decorations and stuff. As she sit there and say, I ain't up there with y'all yet. I ain't up there. I'm just doing. We know that. So don't come in here talking no mess either. Don't be talking no mess either. Okay? And I know you got some soda in your hand. Because you don't never have none. You never go without any anyway. I think that's that liquid crack your butt be drinking. That soda is liquid crack to you. But, y'all, we're going to be, coffee, oh Lord. Now I'm gonna need you to go back to the soda. But we're gonna be talking about some decorations, decorating your house and all that good stuff. Karen, you have a beautiful home, okay? And you really do. You have a good home, beautiful home. So, like I said, we got some things that's coming up that's in the work. You're welcome, beautiful. We got some things that's coming up in the work, y'all. Be on the lookout. Look past the negativity. Because at the end of the day, I can say, literally say, a year and 1 month ago, the distraction started slithering on in. The distraction started slithering on in. It tried to come in. It tried to stay. But I'm here to let you know. Hey, once you find out when the foundation was made, you have to go back to the foundation. Okay? And you have to not tear it down. You just got to improve on it. You know? You got to make it better. So, let's look past the distractions. All right? And get back to what we had originally first started doing. And on that note, y'all, what I say, between 30 and 40 minutes, you start losing the attention. People stop by and check you out. All that good stuff. But your girl got to finish out her walk. I got to go check out some buildings. See, can we rent them for event we got coming up next month. Y'all have a good one. Look past them distractions. Because trust and believe, they'll come at you any kind of way they think. When they go low, adjust your crown and go high. Because some of them, their crown is upside down. Their nose held high and half of them ain't even AKAs. I'll catch you later.